Hello and welcome to day 15, Fat Frog Yoga's Yoga Advent Calendar. So we're going to change things about again. Today we're going to do another restorative session. So about 10 minutes of just getting comfortable, cozy with cushions, with blankets, staying in some poses for a few minutes each time and then just letting ourselves relax. So run around the house again. Find bolsters, cushions, pillows, blankets, whatever you need to make yourself warm, comfortable. We'll be using those things to support us in each pose. So I will see you on the mat. Obviously wear something comfortable, PJs if you want to. I'm not looking, no one else is, so wear what you fancy and I'll see you soon. So to begin with, we will do the 3 breaths as usual. Let's take our hands over our hearts this time. Take a soft gaze to a point on the floor in front of you and just take 3 deep breaths in and out. And as you breathe, just notice the body, notice how it feels and how you are feeling. And bring those hands down to the knees. So we're going to take our arms out in front of us. Take the right arm over the left arm, bend at the elbows, and bring the hands to each other. If that's not accessible to you, take a hug. Just hug the shoulders in towards each other. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. Maybe lift those elbows up. Notice how that feels. And release out, shake it out. And we'll take the hands out in front of us again and we'll do the same the other side. So we take the left arm over the right arm, bend at the elbows. If you can bring the hands together, bring the hands together. Excellent. If you want to take it into more of a hug, take it into more of a hug. And again, just raising those elbows up a little bit to where's comfortable. One more breath. And release out, shake it out. Lovely stuff. So we're going to go into our restorative poses now. So you're going to want to have everything to hand. We will be cued out of each pose by a little ring on a singing bowl. We'll be holding this first pose for about 3 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to lie down, but we're going to lie down in a supportive manner. So have your blanket. My blanket is unwinding itself as we speak. You want to have your blanket that is at least the width of your yoga mat. And just come to lie down with the blanket underneath the shoulders, or it may be kind of in towards the middle of the back. So wherever's comfortable for you, I'm going to pop it right there. That's perfect. Head comes onto the mat. Move that up a little bit. That's better. And the arms come out at shoulder height. So you're basically in a T. And we are going to stay here for a few minutes. As ever in our restorative poses, we take the time to allow the body to deeply relax and to allow the mind to relax. And we can do that by focusing on the breath. Taking all our attention to your breathing. Noticing the stomach rising and falling. We'll notice the very change at the top of the in-breath as you start to breathe out. And the change again at the base of the breath as you start to breathe in again. You might also find it helpful to count the breath. Counting each breath up to 10. And beginning again at 1. At no point does it matter if the mind wanders. Once you notice that the mind does wander, just gently bring it back to your breath. And if you drift off, that's absolutely fine too. Just remember that you'll be brought back into the room by the sound of the singing bowl. And speaking of which, so make your way out of this pose. Just bring the knees up and maybe move to one side. We are going to go into a little bit of a twist now. So you want to have something that's going to support the head. You also want something underneath one knee and then the other knee. So we're going to do almost the same thing. We're going to have something supporting our shoulders. We're going to have our hands out either side, and we're just going to allow the knees to rest over to one side. In fact, I might bring that underneath my neck. That's more comfortable for me. So I've got my knees down that way. I'm actually going to put 2 cushions in between each knee because that feels more comfortable. Bring the arms out either side again. Take your head to look the opposite direction toward the knees. We're going to be here for about 2 minutes. So again, just allow the body to rest down. If you want to put something underneath the torso here, do so. It's just padding out where you feel needs padding out. In fact, I'm just going to push that down a little bit there. And gently closing the eyes and allowing the body to rest down. Lovely stuff. So bring the head up to centre. What we're going to do is we are just going to take the knees to the other side. So if you want to keep a hold of the pillows, do so. And just allow those knees to rest out to the left hand side. Again, just make yourself comfortable. It might be completely different on this other side. You might need some padding where you didn't have padding on the right hand side. Doesn't matter, just make yourself comfortable. And eventually bring the arms out to shoulder height, palms facing up, and then take the gaze to the opposite direction to the knees. Take a few deep breaths and just allow the eyes to close. And just allow everything to relax, trusting in the sound of the singing bowl, trusting that your body can relax, letting it go. bring the head centre, just gently bring the knees up to the centre, release those pillows. And we're going to take it into my all-time fave restorative pose. We're going to take it into a supported fish. So for this, I'm going to use my bolster. Obviously, carry on using pillows, carry on using whatever. I'm going to take it lengthways towards the back of my mat, and then sitting up, I'm going to bring the bolster towards my pelvis. Excuse me. And I'm going to just allow my back to drape over, and then readjust to where it's comfortable. And then bring the arms out either side. So with my feet, my legs even, I'm going to let them rest out long. Or you can bring them together, so the soles of the feet are together. If you do that, I'd probably advise popping a pillow under each knee even. I'm going to double that up a little bit. So that the knees are supported, and then we rest here. We're going to be in a supported fish pose for about 5 minutes. So that's going to give us ample time just to relax, let everything go, let the body find some deep relaxation. If you want to pop a blanket over you in this pose, do so. Make sure you're warm before settling down. And again, we focus on the breath. You might want to count down from 50 on each breath. You might want to count up to 10. A handy little thing that I find useful is that when I notice that my mind has wandered, I just say the word thinking, and that gently brings me back to my focus on my breathing. Also, if any emotions arise, or I feel something in my body, I just say the word feeling, noticing what's distracting me. Then bring my attention back to the breathing. Allowing the breathing to deepen, to lengthen, and for the body to relax. Fully supported by the surface beneath you, and by the cushions. Trusting in the sound of the sitting bowl to bring you around. bring yourself back into the room and make gentle movements. And if you've got your knees out wide, just take the hands either side of the thighs to bring them up together. And gently roll up whatever position you're on and bring yourself up to seated. Nice and slowly. And then bring the hands to prayer position at heart centre, taking a soft gaze to a point on the floor in front of you. Let's take 3 deep breaths in and out. In and out. Third breath in and out, noticing how much more relaxed you hopefully feel now. Bowing slightly forward, thanking yourself for this time that you've given. And thank you for joining me.